four holy beasts are a group of four ultimate holy beasts Digimon who protect the digital world and govern its stability. The four holy beasts are derived from the Japanese myth of the four guardian spirits of Kyoto, itself derived from the Chinese myth of the four symbols. In ancient Chinese astronomy, the sky is divided into sections, and each section is assigned a mythological creature. Belief in the four symbols eventually spread to other parts of Asia, including Japan. Each of the four holy beasts reigns over one of the cardinal points of the digital world: north, south, east, and west. They are presented rule over the cardinal points of the compass. Xuanwumon for the north, Zhuqiamon for the south, Qinglongmon for the east, and Baihumon for the west. There is also a fifth member, Huanglongmon. The holy beasts are led by Huanglongmon, who represents and is enshrined in the center, from which he supervises the others. In turn, each of the four holy beasts has three each of the 12 Diva as subordinates, which correspond to their attribute. Unlike normal Digimon which only have one Digicor per body, each of the four holy beasts has 12 external Digicores floating around their bodies, and channel their immortality and tremendous power. Except for Huanglongmon, who has 8, each of the four holy beasts also has 4 red, shining eyes. Xuanwumon's 12 are in a circle around its tree trunk. Zhuqiamon has 6 around its neck, and 6 around its tail. Qinglongmon has 3 in each of its 4 sets of claws. Baihumon's 12 are in a circle around its torso, and Huanglongmon's are in 2 parallel rows of 6 along its back. The four holy beasts have reigned over and protected the digital world since the age of myth, and have passed into legend as beings which are extremely difficult to track down. Baihumon reigns over the Folder continent and Phyle Island, having been seen in the Kadak ruins and the Register grassland. Xuanwumon lives in the Forest of the Gods, around the Script Forest, and the WWW continent is home to Qinglongmon and Zhuqiamon, with Qinglongmon living in the Assembler Tower, and Zhuqiamon in the Boot Volcano. However, due to Lucemon descending to the digital world, Huanglongmon was sealed in the deepest, darkest place within the earth. This caused the four holy beasts to lose their role and struggle for hegemony, but an equilibrium was established that is still maintained. They are difficult to overthrow with the power of ordinary Ultimate Digimon, as their power is set as the highest authority among other Digimon, with strength that is said to be the epitome of gods. In 2007, the 7 Great Demon Lords secretly released the crack program Tempest into the digital world that affected the four holy beasts, among other Digimon, causing worldwide rampage as a consequence that eventually led to the L&R War. Huanglongmon is an ultimate level god beast type that has the Data attribute. It belongs to Metal Empire, Nature Spirits, Nightmare Soldiers, Virus Busters and Wind Guardians field, and it is the leader of the four holy beasts group. The name comes from Huanglong, meaning yellow dragon in Chinese. Huanglongmon is based on the yellow dragon, part of the 4 symbols of the Chinese constellations. It guards the center, and supervises the 4 holy beasts. Huanglongmon, supervising the 4 holy beasts who protect the east, west, south, and north of the digital world. It is an Emperor Digimon who is enshrined in the center and rules the world. Due to the angel Digimon that descended in the distant past, it was sealed in the deepest, darkest place within the earth. The 4 holy beasts lost their role because of this, causing a struggle for hegemony, but an equilibrium is maintained at present. This being is good but also evil, and is called the Taiji of Light and Darkness. It has 8 eyes and 12 external Digicores, and its gigantic body is covered in scales of the special Huanglong lore that boasts of absolute hardness, so inflicting even a single wound upon it is impossible. Its special moves are continuously disassembling everything in the digital world throughout eternity into the 2 extremes of light and darkness, driving it into non-existence before long, to Kyoku, and generating a gigantic typhoon of nerve flow on the scale of a natural disaster, Aokai. Qinglongmon is an ultimate level holy dragon type that has the Data attribute. It belongs to Dragon's Roar, Wind Guardians and Virus Busters field, and it is a member of the 4 holy beasts group. The name comes from Qinglong, meaning Azure Dragon in Chinese. Qinglongmon is based on the Azure Dragon, one of the 4 symbols of the Chinese constellations. It guards the east, and has the 3 divas under its authority, namely Mahiraman, Andiraman, and Majiraman. Qinglongmon, one of the 4 holy beasts who protect the digital world. It guards the east and releases intense lightning strikes. It is a legendary being like the other 4 holy beasts Digimon, and its strength is said to equal that of a god. Also, it is counted as one of the 4 great dragons alongside Halidraman, Godraman, and Majidraman, and is the most deified existence among them. However, although it is a divine being, it will not easily cooperate with humans and the weak, and it is not likely to lend help to its allies, unless there is something serious. Its special move is loosing intense thunderbolts from the sky, with divine fury, Surai. Zhuqiamon is an ultimate level holy bird type that has the virus attribute. It belongs to Nightmare Soldiers and Wind Guardians field, and it is a member of the 4 holy beasts group. The name comes from Zhuke, meaning vermilion sparrow in Chinese. Zuqiamon is based on the vermilion bird, one of the 4 symbols of the Chinese constellations. It guards the south, and has the 3 devas under its authority, namely Sandiraman, Indaraman, and Pajiraman. Zuqiamon, one of the 4 holy beasts who protect the digital world. It guards the south and manipulates incandescent flames. Reigning since the age of myth, its existence has passed into legend, and it is extremely difficult to track down. Also, it is difficult to overthrow with the power of an ordinary ultimate, and its power is set as the highest authority among other Digimon, so it is surely the epitome of a god. Zuqiamon's temperament is the roughest among the 4 holy beast Digimon, and it burns anything insignificant which approaches it to cinders. Its special move is a swirl of flames comparable to the prominences which jet out with a solar eruption, Kuren. Baihumon is an ultimate level holy beast type that has the data attribute. It belongs to Metal Empire and Nature Spears field, and it is a member of the 4 holy beasts group. The name comes from Baihu, meaning white tiger in Chinese. Baihumon is based on the white tiger, one of the 4 symbols of the Chinese constellations. It guards the west, and has the 3 devas under its authority, namely Nkuraman, Sinduraman, and Katuraman. Baihumon, one of the 4 holy beasts who protect the digital world. It guards the west and possesses the attribute of steel. Reigning since the age of myth, it is a legendary being like the other 4 holy beasts Digimon, and its strength is set to equal that of a god. Also, although it is the youngest of the 4 holy beasts Digimon, its power is the greatest among the 4. Its immortality and tremendous power are brought forth through its 12 Digigers. Baihumon is a neutral being just like Kinglongmon, and it isn't someone who will generally become an ally. Its special move is a wave emitted from its mouth which converts the opponent completely into metal. Kongu. The victim of this technique is unable to move while their body rusts, but they are unable to die until they have completely rusted away. Jamumon is an ultimate level holy beast type that has the vaccine attribute. It belongs to Deep Savers, Jungle Troopers, Nature Spirits and Wind Guardians field, and it is a member of the 4 holy beasts group. The name comes from Xuanwu, meaning black tortoise in Chinese. Xuanwumon is based on the black tortoise, one of the 4 symbols of the Chinese constellations. It guards the north, and has the 3 devas under its authority, namely Vikaralaman, Kumbiraman, and Vajraman. Xuanwumon, one of the 4 holy beasts who protect the digital world. It guards the north and uses phantasmagoric water techniques. It is a legendary being like the other 4 holy beasts Digimon, and its strength is said to equal that of a god. It is the oldest of the 4 great beasts Digimon, and possesses a gentle personality. Common to the 4 great beasts Digimon are the possession of 4 shining eyes, and 12 Digikers floating outside of their body. Normally there is 1 Digiker per body, and it is not exposed outside of the body, except with the undead types or the greatest of the ultimate class. Its special move is displaying an illusion which generates a dark mist around the opponent, destroying their spirit, Mujin.